Now, in today's world, we all want to design and create and implement a customer-driven marketing strategy. Customer-driven meaning being really focused on the needs and the wants of our customers. So everything that we do at an organization looks at our particular customers. However, there are different, few different marketing management orientations that a business can basically take. Well, there's five. So the first one would be production. Next one is product. Next one is selling. The fourth one is marketing. And the last one is societal marketing. In terms of being production orientated or having the production concept, in this particular way of doing things, so we hold the notion that the customers will favor products that are available and highly affordable. Therefore, management should focus on improving production as well as distribution of the products. So making it as easy as humanly possible for our customers and for our consumers to be able to find our product, buy our product, to interact with our product. And from a product perspective, make it as affordable as possible for them so that more people are likely to purchase our product. An example of this would be, well, think of fast fashion, or if you're thinking from a food perspective, think of maybe McDonald's. It's not super expensive. It's not super cheap. It's right there at that comfortable point where you go, you know what? I'm looking for something quick, something easy, and it's available everywhere. That's what I'm going to get. The next way of looking at things is called the product concept. In the product concept, we hold the notion, or we believe, that the consumer will favor products that offer the most quality, performance, as well as innovation or innovative features. Thus, an organization that believes strongly in the product concept, they should try and spend their time, their money, their energy, all their resources to making continuous product improvements, as in making their products better every single year and pushing the boundary to be better and better and better. Now, if you go for the product concept, you are thinking to yourself, okay, if we can create a really good product, and remember, a product can be a good or a service. If you're creating a really good product, that's why your consumers are buying from you. You're not the cheapest. They're buying from you because you're creating an amazing product. And every single year, you're pushing the boundary a little bit more, higher and higher and higher, making even better the products that you already have. Examples of this would be Apple as well as Samsung. They're in a very competitive market, right? Technologies market, very competitive. And they're both very consumer orientated. So both of these organizations, they don't sell to businesses, they sell to people like you and I as individual consumers. So for them, it's vitally important that every year their products get better. Now, of course, if you're thinking about it, you go, was last year's version really that much worse than this year's version? Or is this year's version really that much better than last year's version? Very subjective. However, these organizations, they continually update, create new products, release new products, as well as new versions of very successful products they've had in the past. So number three, now we're on the sales concept. Now, from a sales concept perspective, if an organization is very heavily, let's not say reliant, but let's say focused on saying, you know what, the sales concept is how we're going to do things. Here, we hold that, or we hold the notion that consumers will not buy enough of a firm's product unless the firm undertakes a large-scale selling and promotion effort. So this one's a little bit complicated, right? So the business thinks, okay, we are in an industry, or the kind of products we sell only become super appealing to our consumers when there's a sale on, or when enough people know about the products that we sell. As in, think of life insurance, or think of any insurance in general. The average person walking down the street, maybe they've got one or two insurance, but why did they get the insurance in the first place? Like, think about it. They got it because maybe they bought a new car. As they bought a new car, or they bought a car for the first time in their life, they went, ooh, I've just bought a car. It's quite expensive. I need to have insurance in case something happens. Now, companies that sell insurance, the way it works for them is, well, when someone is finally ready to purchase our product, well, we got to make sure that they know who we are, right? So there's two ways of doing this. Either we can have sales, everyone goes, hey, you just got a car, you need insurance, this is the company you go to because they're like the cheapest and they offer a product which is relatively good. Or by constantly advertising and making sure that they are at the top of mind of their consumers. So when consumers go, what am I looking for? I'm looking for insurance. Oh, that company is really good. That's the one that I want to get. So that's the other way of doing it. So in the sales concept, we're looking at either large scale sales or we're looking at heavy promotional efforts. All right, so number 4, the market concept. I like the market concept, and I'll tell you why. So when we as an organization are going for the whole market concept as our primary way of thinking, how is our business going to work? Here, we hold that, or we hold the notion, or we think about it from the perspective of an organization's goals depends on determining the needs and wants of our target market and delivering the desired satisfaction more effectively and efficiently than our competitors do. Okay, that sounds very technical, I guess, or just sounds kind of boring. What this basically means is if we're a business that believes in the market concept, our whole idea, our whole notion, the way we do things is let's understand our customers, let's understand their needs, let's understand their wants, let's understand how they think, how they behave, let's understand what their pain points are, what they're finding difficult, what they're struggling with, and based on those, look for solutions that we have the expertise in providing to them. And then the last part, doing it better than our competitors. Now, doing it better doesn't mean cheaper or with more features. It can mean a range of things, right? I mean, it just means that we do it better than everybody else. Examples of this. So examples for this would be, I would say, most modern day businesses that are in a competitive environment. So if you look at rental car industry, right, you've got lots of players there, as in lots of different competition or lots of different organizations that do it. Now, each of these guys or each of these companies, they look at the market and they go, okay, so what is it that our customers want? And based on that, they design the product to satisfy that particular need. All right, so here's the last one. And this one's really interesting because I think fundamentally, right, I think we are moving towards this particular way of thinking. So this one's called societal concept, as in society. So in societal concept, us as an organization, we look at the way we do things, the why we do things, and how we do things very differently from the ones that we've covered thus far. So here we would question whether the pure marketing concepts overlook possible conflicts between consumer short-run wants or short-term wants versus consumer long-run welfare, as in what's better for our customers and better for our consumers in the long run. It's about the company giving back to society. This is where the whole concept of corporate social responsibility comes in, right? I mean, in the societal concept, we don't think of it as, okay, let's provide the best product, or let's provide the cheapest product, or let's make sure our product is available everywhere, or let's just give people what they need or what people want right now. In societal, we're looking at the big picture. We're looking long term and trying to understand what will be most beneficial for our consumers long term. And then as a business, we go out and build it. We go out and promote it, and we go out and deliver it. So in reality, we've got a few different options. I think historically, right, as in historically, throughout time, we've basically gone from being production way back in the old days to product a little bit after that towards selling. So I think the 90s were probably more sell to marketing. So the 2000s, all of a sudden, as competition, global competition, everything really expanded a lot more. It became, well, how do we make ourselves look different, feel different, sound different, and then be better, right? And then how do we fulfill the individual customer's need or the segment's need, especially when we are looking at global markets. So that's where marketing concept really comes in. But the last one, societal, I think this is the way of the future. And we can see more and more businesses looking towards this particular orientation, whether it's by supporting particular goals that are environmental focused or sustainability focused or society focused, whether it's by creating alternative products which are less damaging to the environment or maybe even good for the environment. So this is kind of where business is heading at the moment.